Governor Ned Lamont announced he wants to use funds from the Emergency State Response Reserve to help homeless services and organizations. The governor's office says those providers are not getting money from the federal government because the program has been put on pause. The state funds would amount to a little more than $5 million. He will submit a plan to the General Assembly leadership. Now, in a statement, the governor writes in part, quote, "Connecticut will do everything we can to stand with our providers and ensure that these essential programs are able to continue."